Happy with the win. I thought our guys in the first half defended with a lot of intensity and rebounded the ball well. I thought that was really a key to our start. I think it was at the under 8 media where we were up 13-5 on the glass, weren't giving up a lot of clean looks, and were able to hold them to 26 there in the first half. Down the stretch of the first half, they I don't want to say got back in it, but cut into the lead mainly because of that is the rebound kind of flipped in their favor over the last 5 or 6 minutes there of the first half. Built a big lead, and then when West went out, so I told our guys just a few minutes ago in the locker room, sometimes when you've got shooters the way that Kasim Watson and Elijah Jones can shoot it, and one of your teammates who's one of your leading scorers is out for the rest of the game, you're able to kind of play free of mind. There's not a ton of game pressure on your decision-making on shot selection. And so the other part to it is they're bigs, and it puts guys like Chris Loof and Luka and Torrey and, not so much Torrey and Kamari, but at times, to where they're guarding shooters coming off flare screens and pin downs, and they're used to guarding somebody coming off of a cross screen for a post-up. And so it puts them kind of at a mental ease and puts your players in unfamiliar territory, and all of a sudden they heated up and got right back in the game, and we were able to close it, made some free throws down the stretch, got some big stops, and won it. Questions?
Coach, at about the 15.5-minute mark in the second half, Torrey goes dive into half court to get a ball, finds A.O. in a scramble, and then he finds Lou for an alley-oop. It's just plays like that I just can't help but think that's the difference in winning these ball games and those thin margins, is making that extra play. You
wait till Torrey comes in here. I told him that after the game, almost word for word. I said, you need to understand how big of a play that was in the game, because it just gave us life. It just shows the other team, whoever the other team is, that regardless, we got a big lead, we're going to still be diving on the floor for loose balls. He made a terrific pass to Chris. It's those kind of plays that you have to have this time of year.
A.O., on that note, talk about, having that killer instinct. You grew a big lead, things kind of got away, but Coach just said just play in your game. Mm-hmm. What does it take for teams in those type of games to just shut down, put the team away?
I mean, at the end of the day, we're just trusting each other and just continue to defend, and the rest will take care of itself. I think that's the one thing they've been harping on us a lot, is just we're offensively been good. We've been scoring the ball well and transition and everything, but the main key we've been focused on is defense. And I think when we play defense at a high level, it'll give us a chance to win.
How do you – I asked the guys this on the Saturday game, just kind of get a feel for the locker room. How do you carry momentum from a win like this into another one on Saturday?
I mean, just on to the next. We can't get too high, can't get too low. Just take this win. It's a good win, and then on to the next, because Mexico State, they're hungry as well. They want to be in the tournament, so we just got to be hungry, respect every team.
Coach, obviously the lead getting cut by 14 there. What was the message to the team in the back half of the second half?
That ball care was going to be important and rebounding was going to be important, and the other was make those guys drive the ball. It's hard to catch back up having to make a whole bunch of twos. And there for a long stretch, they were just banging in threes. We didn't get stops. I think it was 10 out of 13 possessions they scored, and so we went zone, and they got a three in the corner, and we fouled him. And so, that didn't work either. So it was really, at that point about, it's an 8-point ball game. You're going to have to execute down the stretch, and we were able to do that.
And then first back-to-back conference wins since January. What's been the missing piece that y'all found in this past week to get that second win in a row?
Putting both sides of the ball together, because we've had stretches this year where we couldn't score it, but we were really guarding. We're in games that are in the 50s. One you win 59-55 at New Mexico State, and we play Western Kentucky here, and it's 65-60. Like, man, it's hard to win games when you're scoring 58 and 60 points. Then all of a sudden we hit an offensive rhythm, and we're scoring it. And we took our foot off the gas defensively, and now we're playing games in the 80s. We're beating Kennesaw 90-87. We're losing to Delaware 88-87. We're at WKU, it's 82-80. So we've shown that we can do both. You just got to do both in the same game, and I think that's the big thing over the last 2 ball games is we're playing in the high 70s and holding teams to the 60s. You're late.
Sorry, Coach.
I'm
I
kidding.
apologize.
Tori, Coach, we're talking about a moment at about the 15.5-minute mark. There's a loose ball at half court. You go diving after it, and then you throw it up to AO, and then he finds Loof in transition for an alley-oop dunk. We talk about what do plays like that mean to where games would have thin margins, how important those are, even though you're up by 20 at that moment. How big are plays like that?
They're really big, and they can be really momentum changing. And I mean, I know just going through my head, I was like, if I don't get this ball right here, I'm going to the bench. I dive on the ground, and then I end up coming up with it, and I see AO, and I pass to AO, and AO made a great play.
Tonight you had 15 and 11, drawing back to the last time you played UTEP. I think it was 8 and 5. What's different about this game? Obviously you're at home, but what was different about tonight's game against them?
Just learning from what happened at UTEP. I was in foul trouble early. Just wasn't being alert early, and I mean, UTEP went at me. I got in some foul trouble, but I made sure this game to be alert early, be more physical, and just not foul.
Coach, one of the things you challenged your team with after that El Paso week trip on the West Coast was for them to be more physical. I guess you've had a month now to kind of get to this point. Do you feel like you're the more physical team on the floor every night?
I don't know about every night, but I like the physicality of our team right now. It's getting more consistent. I think a lot of our guys, I think AO particularly is able to defend guys like West. He gives up an inch or two in height, but his aggression, his toughness, his physicality. But the way that right now Chris and Tori are rebounding the ball and the physicality they're playing with at the rim gives us a big advantage. I mean, it's if you can force tough shots. Right now, teams just aren't getting a ton of second-chance opportunities. Tonight, UTEP got 3 offensive rebounds. When we were at their place, they got 13 offensive rebounds. And it's you've got to really be shooting the ball. I mean, tonight, you guys saw it. There for a while, they couldn't miss one, and they scored 67. And in large part because we were forcing some tough shots and not giving up old boards. So, yes, the physicality is taking a big step forward.